Hello and good afternoon, everyone. Today we're at Old Trafford, where Manchester United host local rivals Manchester City in one of the biggest fixtures of the Premier League calendar, a derby that could have major implications for both clubs' seasons. For Manchester United, it is almost a case of another season, another change of manager. After the departure of Ruben Amorim on January the 5th, Michael Carrick as interim manager is the latest to be tasked with the job of trying to steady a ship that has sailed from one storm to another these past few years. The former United midfielder takes charge of a United side that sits 7th in the league on 32 points after 21 games, chasing a top 6 finish and looking to reignite momentum after a frustrating run of draws in the league and a disappointing exit from the FA Cup in their last outing against Brighton. Despite scoring 36 goals this season, the third most in the division, United have struggled to convert dominance into consistent results, with a particularly concerning pattern of dropping points from winning positions. City arrive in second place with 43 points, pushing hard to close the gap on leaders Arsenal and reassert their title credentials after a run of 3 successive draws in the Premier League. They will be buoyed, though, by victories in the FA Cup last weekend and in the League Cup against Newcastle midweek. The arrival of Semenyo from Bournemouth and the imminent arrival of Gui from Palace in the transfer window will also add much-needed impetus as we enter a vital part in the season. City are unbeaten in their last 13 matches in all competitions, showing a consistency that United will have to match if they are to steal a result here today. Team news: Michael Carrick has made 5 changes to his first Manchester United starting lineup, bringing back Dalot and Mbeumo following their return from the African Cup of Nations. Cunha and Sesko both drop to the bench as Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire are included in a 4-man defence, while Casemiro replaces Manuel Ugarte alongside Mainoo in midfield. Joshua Zirkzee is not included in the squad. 3 changes for Manchester City following Tuesday's Carabao Cup semi-final first leg at Newcastle. Donnarumma, Lewis and Rodri return, with Trafford and Nico O'Reilly dropping to the bench, while Nunez is not in Pep Guardiola's squad. Marc Gui is scheduled to have his medical tomorrow at the club before his expected transfer from Crystal Palace. Kick-off: the 198th Manchester Derby is underway at Old Trafford, and the noise hits you immediately. United press from the first whistle, red shirts forcing City backwards before they've even had a chance to settle. Ake receives the ball at left back, looks up, he hesitates, and his first touch carries the ball straight out of play. A sign of nerves, perhaps. A roar goes up from the home support. Carrick's shape is clear: Mbeumo through the middle, Ahmed right, Dorgu left. The front 3 rotate constantly, trying to pull City's back line out of shape. Dorgu now for United flashes a dangerous early cross from the left that Khusanov can only slice behind for a corner. Old Trafford is liking what it's seeing in these early stages. Fernandes will take the corner. He swings it deep towards the back post. Oh, off the bar! How has he missed that? Harry Maguire rises unchallenged inside the 6-yard box and smashes his header against the underside of the crossbar. The ball rebounds away. Disbelief everywhere. Maguire stands frozen, hands on hips. That would have been the perfect start, but it's gone begging. It's a huge moment. Maguire had such a clean run. I think he gets up so high, he's actually level with the bar when he makes contact. And that's the problem. He heads it straight instead of down. How much will United regret that? Still, though, another sign that they're up for this game. City try to respond, try to build up some possession so they can begin to get a foothold in the game. They work the ball to Antoine Semenyo on the right, but his touch lets him down and United can clear. So unlike City, who are usually so composed, I think United's intensity has them somewhat rattled. United are pressing hard at every opportunity. Alleyne is now caught in possession at the back, robbed by Mbeumo, who suddenly looks through on goal. Dorgu charges alongside him, almost too close, But before either can pull the trigger, Donnarumma races from his line to rescue his young defender. Some lack of communication there from the United attackers. That was another example of the indecisiveness as well in the City backline. One of the most composed sides in world football suddenly look uncertain, hurried, uncomfortable. United players are right in their faces, the supporters too. And United keep coming. Ahmed's cross nearly finds Mbeumo, which is intercepted only at the last moment. Mainoo gathers the loose ball and shoots from outside the box, but there's not enough power on the shot, which is straight at Donnarumma. However, the intent there is obvious. Fernandes seems to be enjoying himself in the number 10 role. Twice Donnarumma has to sweep outside his area to cut out through balls aimed at Mbeumo. Whatever doubts there are about the Italian's distribution, his anticipation has been excellent so far today. After 10 minutes, City finally force a corner through Doku, who will take it himself. Oh, that's dreadful though. He rolls it weakly into the first man, and United are able to clear. Groans from the travelling support. City are not themselves today. Oh now, Doku has gone down out on this left side. Dalot had his boot quite high and catches him knee high. The referee goes straight to his pocket. Yellow card. Dalot is furious. I don't know what he has to complain about. VAR takes a look, reviewing a possible upgrade to a red card. Oh now, this could go either way, you know. The replays don't look good. The challenge is high, down across the kneecap. Red card all day, says former referee Mike Dean on Sports Saturday commentary. Here comes the decision from VAR. No red card. Yellow is sufficient, they say. Well now, Dalot survives. He'll be walking a tightrope for the rest of the afternoon. City beginning now to find some rhythm, getting the ball forward more down the wings. Oh, that's another foul and another card for United. Luke Shaw follows Dalot into the book for a late challenge on Rodri. Both United fullbacks now were booked before the 20-minute mark. Carrick is animated on the touchline. You want your players to be up for the fight, but you have to be disciplined at the same time. Ooh, against the run of play. Bernardo Silva darts in ahead of Dalot to meet a Semenyo cross, but he heads it over. That's better from City. They're growing into this game now, more direct, more purposeful. While their patched up back four is obviously frail, there's no doubt they're a threat offensively. United still look dangerous on the break, but the early energy has dipped slightly. The game has become more tactical, more measured. United now working the ball nicely through midfield. Oh, that's a lovely switch of play from Mainoo. But then Dalot miscues a simple pass to Ahmed under no pressure and sends the ball straight out of play. Old Trafford are letting him know what they think about that. Here come United again, from out on this right side, halfway inside the City half. Fernandes whips a beautiful flat-driven cross into the box. Mbeumo cleverly dummies and Dorgu takes one touch before firing low from the left corner of the 6-yard box. Save! Donnarumma reacts superbly, getting down quickly to block. The City keeper has been outstanding, which illustrates how on the front foot United have been. It's been a more than decent start for Carrick and his backroom staff. Their side have looked well drilled, compact in defending, and also a huge threat going forward. Old Trafford is responding to the effort too, the loudest I've heard it here for a while. Mainoo now penalised for a foul on Rodri. As we reach the half-hour mark, the game has entered a period of calm. There was a quick pause for VAR to check a potential handball by Khusanov, but we quickly move on. Mbeumo headed the ball at his arm from close range, so the right call. Haaland has not got going in the game yet. However, we know he doesn't need too many touches to lighten up a game or change a game. Now then, you don't see that very often. Rodri switches off for a moment and his pass back towards his own goal is intercepted by Bruno Fernandes, who tries to pick out Bryan Mbeumo, but Khusanov makes a brilliant and crucial interception. Khusanov has lightning speed and he needed all of it there to get back on the cover. Oh, now look at this. Ahmad is slipped through. He's round Donnarumma and slots home coolly. Go! No. The flag is up offside. Replays show it was tighter actually than it first looked, but the goal is disallowed. Manchester City can't keep getting away with being so open at the back. Michael Carrick's United are giving them no time to breathe. That is 2 very good openings in just 2 minutes for United. City now threaten though and win themselves a corner. Foden will take it and his delivery is better this time. It swings in all the way to the back post where Ake rises to head the ball back across goal. Alleyne is unmarked outside the 6-yard box. He heads it towards goal and Dalot clears off the line. Now it's United's turn to escape from going behind. City are finishing the half strongly and have pushed Man United right back. They're on the attack now and play the ball right along the edge of the penalty area from left to right. Semenyo receives the ball. Shaw is slow to get out to him. The Ghanaian has time and space to set his sights. He shoots left-footed. Wide! Ooh, narrowly wide from the far post. Lammens didn't seem too perturbed, but I'm not sure he's getting to that if it was on target. The game finally poised at this present moment. Oh now, United are in again. Lisandro Martinez this time launching a superb ball over the top. This time it's Fernandes is true. He's round Donnarumma, evades Ake and finishes calmly. Go! Oh no, not again. Wait, the flag is up again. Another offside. Fernandes looks back in disbelief, but VAR confirms it quickly. The decision stands. United just can't seem to get their timing right on those runs. Old Trafford applauds anyway. Man United are having a second wind late in this first half. A lot of what Michael Carrick would have wanted to have seen, he has seen. The players have worked hard defensively to get back into their shape without the ball, and when they have got the ball, they have had real purpose in getting forward. Mentioned to Kobe Mainoo in the United midfield. A lot of focus on him today, brought back into the fold by Carrick after being confined to the fringes by Amorim. The young Englishman has not put a foot wrong so far. He's been solid out there today. There will be at least 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of the half. City are probing around the Man United box. This is very patient from the away side, but then Rodri is booked for bringing down Dorgu, who was once more threatening on the break. And that's the last action. The whistle goes. Half time. Manchester United 0, Manchester City 0. No goals, but United are the better side, have been the better side. They've hit the bar, had 2 goals ruled out, forced Donnarumma into repeated saves and unsettled City throughout. City recovered late in the half and had sporadic chances, but never had a sustained period where they were truly in control. Michael Carrick's impact on the team is obvious, on the front foot, aggressive, organised. There was a concern for City right at the end of the first half as Haaland limped off the field after a clash with Maguire. He is coming back out though for the start of the second half, but it is one we will keep an eye on. City, however, do make changes at the start of the second half. It's a double change. Cherki and O'Reilly are on for Foden and Alleyne. Guardiola obviously not happy with what he saw in the first half. O'Reilly will move to left back, which will mean Ake shifting to centre back. With Cherki coming on, it will probably mean Bernardo dropping deeper alongside Rodri in midfield. Kick-off and United come out fast again. Dalot flashes across the face of the goal that just evades Dorgu at the back post. That's a warning shot for City and a clear message from United that they are not going to ease off in the second half. Here come United again. This time Ahmed on the break, but he's hauled down by O'Reilly. That will be a yellow card for the Englishman. Not a good start for him. It also means that 3 of the 4 fullbacks are now on yellow cards today. City beginning to see more of the ball. Guardiola's tweak is working. Haaland finally getting a sniff. Semenyo finds the big man in the box, slightly to the right, with a lovely straight ball. Haaland pulls back his lethal right foot to smash a shot at goal. Blocked! Martinez flies across with a perfectly timed sliding block, sending the ball over the bar and out for a corner, which United deal with. Moments later, City find Haaland again, this time in a very tight and crowded spot on the edge of the box where Maguire steps in to block his shot. It feels ominous for United though that Haaland is getting these half chances. We're approaching the hour mark. United on the ball in their own half. Wow, that's a wonderful switch of play from Dorgu, all the way over to Ahmed, out on the right wing. Ahmad drives at O'Reilly, moving into the penalty area. He cuts inside onto his left foot, lashes a shot. Donnarumma can only parry, straight back out towards the penalty spot. Ake is a bit flat-footed and Casemiro nips in front of him to win the ball. Donnarumma goes down at his feet for the save. Casemiro tries to dink the ball in over him. Save! Somehow, the City keeper sticks out a boot to block the goal-bound effort. That's a superb, instinctive save and another huge chance missed by United. Casemiro can't believe it. The United faithful can't believe it. Will they be left to rue all these missed opportunities? An hour gone, as we say, and City are in desperate need of a spark here to avoid 4 consecutive league draws and leave their Premier League title in tatters. United, though, keep coming at them. Fernandes picks out Mbeumo at the far post, who shoots. Save again! Another stunning save from the big Italian. This time he reacts well to readjust himself and push the ball clear of his goal. He celebrates wildly like he scored a goal. What a shot stopper this man is. It's wave after wave of attacks from United now. I don't think this City defence is built to withstand this kind of pressure. City tried to relieve the pressure on their backline by attacking, but United win it back and can break. They counter at speed. It's 3 versus 2 in United's favour as Fernandes carries the ball forward. He's got his head up. He sees Mbeumo's run ahead of him and releases him perfectly. One touch inside the box, slightly to the left. A low drive across goal. Goal! This time Donnarumma is beaten. After a quick look at the linesman, Old Trafford erupts. Pure release, relief, joy. What a break by United, and what a finish by Mbeumo. Clinical. You can't say it's not deserved. It's been coming. I don't think I've heard Old Trafford so loud for so long. City's travelling supporters have been silenced, and their side have a mountain to climb, not only in this match, but in the title race now too. City tried to respond, but United smell blood. Ahmad flashes another ball across goal when Mainoo can't quite keep up. Michael Carrick stays cool and calm on the touchline. Some questioned his decision to bench Benjamin Sesko, but his decision has paid off, with Manchester City struggling to deal with the pace of this United attack. Then he makes a bold call, withdrawing goalscorer Mbeumo to a standing ovation and introducing Cunha. The tempo doesn't drop, however. City looks stunned. I don't think they anticipated this kind of intensity from their City rivals. After a brief spell earlier on where Haaland was beginning to feature, he has disappeared into obscurity again in the context of this match. He will argue quite rightly, of course, that he has not got any service from his teammates. United are not done, and the fans are urging them on. They are loving what they are seeing today from their team. United now work the ball out to the right wing to Cunha. He has O'Reilly facing him. The Brazilian takes on the fullback on the outside. He's able to whip in a low cross from near the byline. There are 3 City defenders in the box. Dorgu bursts into the space between them. Goal! He gets to the ball before Lewis, and though he plays the ball with the inside of his left foot, the ball goes in off the post. Pandemonium ensues. City's heads drop. Guardiola stands motionless. Donnarumma, Rodri, Haaland all stare into the distance. That was very poor defending from City. First, O'Reilly shouldn't have let Cunha deliver the cross. Then the 3 City defenders who didn't react at all to the ball in. Lewis, the most obvious, but also Ake and Khusanov must take an equal measure of blame. United don't care though, they're in dreamland. Then, a symbolic moment. Haaland is withdrawn after 80 minutes with just 14 touches. Sarcastic applause rings out. With many more games to come and the knock he received at the end of the first half, Guardiola is saving his key man for another day. But it also smells a bit like sour grapes from Guardiola, especially with the City changes including other key attacking players Bernardo and Doku along with Haaland. They're replaced by Reijnders, Ait-Nouri and 18-year-old Mukasa. With 10 minutes to go, there is still an opportunity for City to get back into this game. There's also a chance for United as Casemiro. There's also a change for United as Casemiro, who has run himself to the ground, is replaced by Ugarte. Those substitutions from City have sent a message though to their team. United have managed the final stages of the game superbly. We're into the final minutes of normal time. Lewis fires a shot from the edge of the box, but it's well over. In fact, that was City's first attempt on goal in over 30 minutes. We've reached the 90-minute mark, and United break again. City look in tatters now. They've lost their shape completely. I can't remember the last time they've looked so ragged. Fernandes, just inside his own half, sends the ball forward for Ahmed down this left side. He's in a race to the ball with Ake. The Dutch international defender completely overcommits, allowing Ahmed to nip inside him. Ahmed drives towards the penalty area with a desperate Ake nipping at his heels. Ahmed shoots off the post! So unlucky! United so close to adding the cherry to the cake. What a run and break again by United. They have cut City open so many times this afternoon. Actually, watching replays of Ahmed's effort, there was actually a fingertip touch from Donnarumma. Another fantastic save from the City keeper. He at least can hold his head up today. Guardiola will be praying he can get some of his first choice defenders back fit soon, and also get the imminent arrival of Gui from Palace cleared. We're into 7 minutes of added time now. Manchester United make 2 changes as Luke Shaw is replaced by Aiden Heaven and Fernandes makes way from Mason Mount. Not long to go now. City are pressing forward recklessly, not leaving sufficient cover at the back, and United are able to pick them off and break at will. That is just what's happened again now as United break down the right side. It's 3 versus 3. The ball is slipped into Cunha, who has broken the City defensive line. He's into the penalty area, slightly to the right. He has Mason Mount unmarked to his left. Cunha squares the ball unselfishly for his teammate. Go! Mason Mount with his first touch of the game. United have their third. Oh, or do they? VAR checking to see if Cunha was offside when he received the ball through, and yes, VAR rules it out for offside. Unbelievable. That's the 3rd time today for United. Disappointment from Mount, but it doesn't matter in the context of the game. City have been well and truly outfought here today. Just 1 shot on target for them all game. Soon after, though, they're relieved of any more misery as the whistle blows. Full time, Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0. A derby performance for the ages. United don't just beat City, they outplay them. Aggressive, disciplined, fearless, Carrick's first derby delivers belief back to Old Trafford. However, as good as United have been, it is just 1 game. Fans will have enjoyed today beating their fierce rivals, but they will also know there have been many moments like this with United, not just this season, but over the last few seasons. False dawn is an expression becoming synonymous with this club. The fans will know that 1 swallow does not make a summer. It will be what this group of players produce next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, which will determine where they really are. For now, though, Mbeumo and Dorgu take the headlines, but this is a collective triumph. If Carlsberg did enter managers' first games back in charge, well, for City, it's a damaging defeat. Title hopes dented, questions asked. It finishes here at a very loud Old Trafford. Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0.